What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Everybody already know what it is. Your boy Mr. Indomitable will bring you some more Destiny gameplay. So, I got 3 rounds for you guys right here real quick of me doing kind of the clutchity clutch. But, you know, I mean, some of them my teammates were still alive. Some of them they were dead. Like this one, teammates still alive. But it's not really a clutch, but it's an ace. So, I'll take it. But today we're going to be analyzing myself. I'm going to put a video up and I'm going to tell you guys what I did wrong, what I should have done, and how not to do things like that right there.
Radar awareness.
Nova bomb the ground. I mean, how do you do that? All those headshots and he survived with a slither of health. But yeah, guys, so I'm gonna show you guys how to, you know, analyze myself. And this right here is the last clip, and then I'm gonna get right into the video. As you can hear, I got somebody on my team who's mic's a little just a tad bit too close to their mouth, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, got the little clutchity clutch out of the way. So let's get into the gameplay. First off, I'm trying to do a carry, and you guys see that at the bottom?
And a player had left the fire team. That's what I like to see.
We're off to a great start. So I'm working on doing a double carry, and this is what I get stuck with. So I put the red def on because I figured, hey, I've been wanting to use it lately. It's a fun gun, and it helps keeps me alive with every kill that I get. So we start off on the inside, and I push to the right. Alright, everything's normal so far. I saw that dude and got a really good quick drag scope on that dude. Threw a grenade trying to back them up to suppress them, which was a nice play because, I mean, it's 2v, you know, I wanted them to get them off that res. It's 2v2 now, so I wanted to back them up off of that res, and then I did a nice little flank while they were aggroed on my partner. Alright, we're off to a good start. Let's continue. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Now here's where I messed up. I didn't realize my teammate left. I didn't look at the radar to see where he was at. That is my first mistake. That was a pretty deal breaker mistake for me, all in all, right here. Second, I saw a grenade and a throwing knife come over all at the same time right there.
I need you to
letting me know that that's 2 people over there and I'm by myself, which kind of, you know, goes with the first mistake that I made. So I actively engaged 2 people when it was just me, and I wasn't in the best of spots, but you know, I tried to make it work, and obviously got clipped for right there. Right here, I knew that they were expecting me to be up in the top left again, so I came down here trying to get the cross snipes. As you see, I got the 1 headshot and then got a body shot. My teammate cleaned him up with his primary. Now this right here, guys, if you don't need to push, don't worry about it. You don't have to. I'm just gonna sit right here, wait this round out. 2 of us are gonna be gaining our supers. 1 of them is. Now there's an upside and there's a downside to this. Upside is you and your teammates get your super. Downside is 1 of their player gets the super. Now a lot of people will consider that a fairly decent, I was about to say decent, fairly decent trade right there.
Just stay right there.
But the downside to it is my accuracy was horrible. Let's not talking about that.
Go grab the special box in mid.
But I'm just applying shots on this dude so that way he'll back up. Then, you know, we can kind of keep him at bay so that way I can get special, my teammate gets special, stuff like that. Now I'm gonna get back to what I was just talking about.
Epic grenade.
I was an epic grenade though. Here is okay. Good play. I got tagged a couple times. Here is another mistake. I jumped up to challenge him. If he would have stayed and challenged me, he would have killed me. But back to what I was saying. You know, you're gaining supers, but 1 of theirs is gaining supers. Now the downside to it is with his super.
Twice. Okay.
Depending on how many kills he gets with it or what kind of super he has, it can generate enough orbs to where by the time he has it, that
Oh shit,
The
he has a shotgun and he's pushing me.
it might give his teammates their super as well. So there is an upside, there is a downside. It's not just
Just go
oh,
to the
we get
middle.
supers and only one of them does, because like I said, his super might be enough or generate enough orbs to give his teammates their super. So that's another thing to keep in effect. Now, right there, one person managed aggro, which so happened to be my teammate. I was using him as a dummy to go on the point. I thought the dude was gonna come from upstairs. That's why I was looking up that way. But once I noticed that he wasn't, I saw my teammate getting engaged, so I had no choice but to push forward. My teammate thankfully cleaned him up. I would have got him if he hadn't, but still not the point. So here we go. We're in another 2v2 scenario. You on this map right here, you always want to check that cross. You always want to check the cross. Now I saw the dude coming up behind us. I seen that. I didn't think he was going to be able to get the res,
Oh wow, they're pushing it, pushing it.
and I didn't think that they were going to kill us that quick. Now, really, me and my teammates should have pushed out and engaged the
definitely didn't think
dude
that
on the
would kill me.
outside on the res, so that way when we killed him, we had both orbs out
I
there
don't think he's gonna kill me.
instead of what just happened right there. So that's what mistake number 3. All right, I'm learning. This is how you get better, guys. You watch your gameplays and you learn from your own mistakes. When you learn from your mistakes, you can improve, and improving is what I'm trying to do. Now I get right here, I check my sight, I missed the snipe. Okay, I don't challenge again. I know that this is a guy out here. I challenge him, but I stay in a certain spot. Like you saw, I put myself in between that pillar, so that way
behind us.
there was no way he can snipe me from the back, and there was no way that other dude can get me. Now, I popped the defensive bubble. I didn't know my teammate was going to die right there. I just put it just in case we were going to need it. But I have armor of lights on, and 2 of their teammates ran in there, and I was just like, oh, free kills, yummy, and I just punched him to death. So
Just stay here.
that's how that happens. Now,
He has to come to us.
once again, I'm telling my teammates, this is where it will help. If one of them more than likely already has their super, and you just use your super, and you're in a 1v2 or 1v3 situation, we have the bodies down. He has to come to us. So here's what we do. I'm like, look, I just used my super, you still have your super, there's a good chance he still has his. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait it out, and all this time that we're waiting out gives me another chance to get my super back. It's just built. Look, I already used my super, and I'm already almost halfway back to it. I did get the double kill, but still I'm already about halfway back to it. So it's all good. Even though I used my super to stay alive and give us the advantage, and now I'm just gaining it back up. Chances are we're 4 rounds into it already. Chances are he probably already has his super. I've already burnt one of mine. Now, no matter what his super is, I'm going to break that down in a second, but chances are we'll be able to shoot him out of his super. As you saw from that grenade right there, that meant that he was a golden gun. Chances of us shooting him out of it are kind of slim because he can one tap us, but if we both focus him at the same time, we'll get him. Now, I pulled my sniper out because I thought that
You didn't use your
he was
striker,
going to go
did
for the
you?
res. Now, I saw that he used his striker, and I saw in the
Please
kill
tell me you
feed
didn't
that he
just
used
use
his
your
striker. But I was like, good lord, it was
Please
a
tell me you didn't just use your
2v1.
super.
Why would you do that? Like, in what good sense does that happen? Anyways, so that's not what you want to do. Heavy round comes, I'm like, alright, we're going to try to get some of the cross map snipes. Alright, I see that they're in the middle. One's flaking around. Let's focus back on this dude. Once again, Red Death coming in clutch. Instead of having a slither of health left, I'm ready to jump right back in the battle and able to push again. Now, here's my second mistake, and it's just an error, nothing to really learn from, is I missed my snipe. It could have been a 2v1 instead of a 2v2 with them having heavy. And another mistake is me staying right there for as long as I did. They had heavy. For all I knew, they had rocket launchers. And here comes another fatal mistake right here. I saw that he had a machine gun.
God.
I
should've
know
just
that
popped
he
my
has
bubble
heavy,
and beat him like
and I
that.
knew where he was at, but I challenged again from the
I
exact
needed
same
you not to
spot.
use your striker.
That was my downfall right there, and that is why we lost that round. alright. I've pointed out
Sorry,
quite a
follow
few
me.
mistakes, but it's a learning progress. Once again, you got to watch your own videos to see what your mistakes are, so that way you can learn from them. And I choked right there. Like, I wanted to shoot so bad, but when I descope, I saw on my
Run,
radar
get out of
that
there,
they
get
were
out
on
of
our
there.
right. So what do? I look and make sure where they're at, like, cause if they weren't there, then I was gonna ADS
Keep
down at the
going.
top of the tunnel and then try to snipe him as they came. But I saw that he was there, so run, get out of there. All right, fine. Now I kept trying to focusing,
Come. All right,
like
you're right here with
pushing
me.
my focus in between both of them, and it didn't get me anything. But radar awareness. I saw that someone was
Yeah,
pushing
you're
up
good. You're
from
mine.
behind,
I
and
need help.
I turn
I'm weak.
around.
I'm weak.
I
Please shoot
challenge
that
him.
dude. Please
Now
shoot that dude.
he could have killed me, but thankfully he didn't. Once again, the Red Death coming
Oh
in
my
clutch
god.
again. I get that second kill with the Red Death, and it took my health up so that way I can engage the third guy. Now we're on the final round. 4-3, 2v3. I'm doing a hardcore carry right now. It was supposed to be a double carry, but the other dude's internet lagged him out. So, as you saw in the beginning, he left. I try to get the snipes. I miss. Okay. So, now it is safe to assume that all of them have their supers. Which,
If
that
he would have
Warlock
Nova bombed, he would have killed both of
had his
us.
super.
Just come out. Just come out.
That Titan has his super. This Hunter has his super. Did you guys hear that? Right before the grenade goes off,
Come in the bubble. Get in the bubble.
you hear a little spark. Now, I heard it and knew instantly that he popped his super. So I heard him go golden gun. I heard him use it. But then
How close are you?
that's
You got your
that's
super?
what initially made me drop my
Okay, 'cause
bubble,
that
because it takes
Titan
two
still has his
shots
striker.
to destroy a
So
bubble.
I'm gonna need you to fist the
But
him before he can fist
when my
the
grenade went off, it was close enough to get him. Now,
Oh, I'm down,
I
I'm down.
thought
Come here.
that Titan was a
Come here, come
striker.
here.
That's why I told him I need him to striker Titan before the other Titan does.
Go ahead, put my
But
fist.
yeah, it took him out of his golden gun with my suppression grenades, which what they're supposed to do. It was just a well place and a bad place for him to pop his golden gun. So it all turned out pretty well for me. I popped my bubble on top of the orb,
Oh, let's
so that
go.
way that they couldn't push and get it, just in case my grenade didn't suppress him. But that's it. I hope you guys like the 2v3 clutchy clutch. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Maybe learned a little something. Start analyzing yourself, guys. It'll make everything a whole lot better. Check out these dank rewards, though. Like, this is what I really like to see. But you already know who it is. You already know what to do. It's your boy, Mr. Domino Boy out. Everybody have a
Look at
fantastic
those
day.
rewards. That's what I like to see.